What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, I'm gonna be going over the demonic beast battle, Eikthyrnir, the deer basically, and going over how you can actually beat the deer 1 to 3. If you guys want to try it, you know, it's a RNG fest. I will say, took me about like an hour and a half, 2 hours to get a full clear. But yeah, it's all dependent on your RNG, and we'll hop in and actually discuss all of it in this video. Before we actually hop into the video, make sure to subscribe to your boy Amazing. We are on the road to 20k subscribers, man. At the time of recording this video, I'm at like 17,600 some subscribers. So you guys have been showing a ton of support lately, and it means a lot. But yeah, let's actually hop into the video and discuss how to beat floors 1, 2, and 3 of the deer. So this is the team that I actually decided to run on the deer. Malasila just released, and she's a really good unit on the deer. She's not necessary. There are other options, right? But this is the team that I used to actually clear 1, 2, and 3 completely. And I have all the recorded footage, so we'll go over that later in the video. But here is the team that I actually use. So we have the one Eikthyrnir on attack crit damage set with Merlin Link. We have Malasila here on HP lifesteal with a Margaret Link. We have Trader Meliodas with a Sariel Link, and he's attack crit damage as well. And then we have the Matrona here on HP defense with Tarmiel Link triple defense. So this is what the team's looking like, and the subunit you can have here instead of Malasila can be Green Gowther, it can be Brunhilder, it can be Green Arthur. There are multiple options for teams you can actually run on this, but it's all kind of dependent on you running Matrona, Trader Melee, and the one Eikthyrnir. These are like the staple units on it. The main characters you can swap out are probably Malasila and maybe the one Eikthyrnir if you have like a 6/6 Kusag maybe. Like that's probably like the only character I'll swap out. Having Trader Melee on the team being a darkness typing means he can not bypass, but he's able to kind of cheese some of the stages where you need to do the color cycling. So it's really nice to have him on the team, and then having you need one of each color. So just having a Taunter being Matrona, she's also red, and you have Malasila being green, and then the one Eikthyrnir being blue. And then when the new DN drops, the new DN can actually be swapped out for Matrona, and I think she's a pretty good slot there as well. She just doesn't have as good healing as Matrona for the team. So if you want to be more safe, I would say run Matrona. So yeah, let's go over what buffs you actually want to get from the deer, because that's going to be one of the most important things for clearing the actual deer here. So the buffs you want to get on floor 1 are going to be the Desperate Resolve buff and the Basic Stats Increase 1. This one's guaranteed to happen regardless of what you get. As you can see, it says floor 1 phase 2, you're going to be getting Basic Stats Increase on the boss if you rank up. So basically, if you bring Gowther, the situation with Gowther is that anytime you rank up, he's going to get like basically double stats. So you don't want to rank up. You only want to rank up Gowther when the enemy is dead, basically. Like when you move it to the next phase and you kill the boss, then you can rank up, because the moment you rank up when he's dead, you can't double his stats if he has no stats because he's dead, right? So that's when you want to do the rank ups if you are using Gowther. But if you're not using Gowther, this is completely irrelevant to you and you won't really have to worry about it. But yeah, the reason you want the phase 3 Desperate Result, the reason you want Desperate Resolve on phase 3 is because Armor Destruction is really annoying, making your defense related stats down, and then decreasing the hero's damage taken, like decreasing the deer's damage taken by 30%, bro. That's not good for you at all. So running this one where it fills the ultimate move gauge by 2 at the start of the battle for the deer is not hard at all. That one is absolutely perfect, and you want to get these 2 buffs on floor 1 to actually clear that. Moving on to floor 2, let's move on to floor 2 here for the buffs you need on that. For floor 2, your first 3 buffs are not really as important. I got this one and actually cleared it in the clip I'm going to show you later in the video. I've also had a run where I've cleared it with this. I've had a run where I've cleared it with the HP related stats one as well. I think they're all fine. This one just kind of sucks as it lowers your ultimate damage, but overall they're not too important really, like in terms of like deciding if you can beat it or not. And then on the phase 4, you absolutely want to get this one. On floor 2, phase 4, you need to get the attack increase one. If you get the revive one, it's a reset. If you get the ultimate move gauge decrease one, it's a reset. You have to get the attack increase one to move into phase 3 or to floor 3, right? And then on floor 3, buff wise, you don't really need to really care about your buffs on floor 3. They don't really matter. They're more so just like, it would be better if you get like, let's say like this, or not even this one, like maybe this one. Like this is probably the best one you could get, but it doesn't matter again. And then on phase 4 here, if you're running Malasila, this one's really good because you can get ignited when he puts up a stance. But this one's pretty decent, and then that one kind of sucks as well. So it honestly depends, but these buffs are less important as the phase 2 floor 2 buffs, or I should say a floor 2 phase 4, right? And then also like stage 1 is really important as well, getting these two. So that's going to be the buffs you want to get set up. And now let's actually hop into the clip where we go over and get through the fight basically. Alright, so this is going to be the deer first floor clear. I put it on 1.5 times speed here so it can kind of go a lot quicker, because I know the rest of this video is going to take a while. Stage 2 and stage 3 are kind of long fights, so we'll get to that when we get there, but yeah. I'll show you guys the buffs that you also need going through the fight. Again, I talked about it earlier about how you get the basic stats one on phase 1. Or in phase 2 of floor 1, and then you get the desperate resolve one, which is the gauge that increase for him, right? You get that one. So yeah, basically on the first turn there, I was just wasting my cards on Eikthyrnir, just kind of breezing through there. You get the shield there with Melasila, and we're able to actually attack with Meliodas there to kind of just finish off and move on to the next phase. But we shield up, you know, we do the Matrona single target, Meliodas single target. We finish off phase 1. When we move into phase 2, we get the 100% basic stats rank up 1, which does not matter for us because, as you guys know, we are running no Gowther on the team here. So my thing that I just did there is I moved Eikthyrnir to make sure we get his ultimate for the second turn, because right here, after we do this third card on phase 2 of floor 1, you actually get an attack related stats increase. So, and because of the shield there, we actually did tank the ultimate move seal, I think, right? I think that is a ultimate move seal from the boss. Yeah, we're just going to follow up with the Eikthyrnir ultimate as he's on blue. You guys know on this stage, you got to cycle through the colors, right? So you do blue, red, green. Usually that's what I like to do, because then when you do blue, red, green, you can ult with Eikthyrnir. But as you can see there, we did get the Desperate Resolve buff, which is exactly what you want. Getting that buff is going to be really nice, because then the other phase is it's basically a free buff on the boss that's not really important, right? So yeah, we do the ult with Melasila there, single target with Meliodas to kind of get some chip damage there, just get through the fight. We do want to push an Eikthyrnir ultimate if possible, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to push the Eikthyrnir ultimate. But I think I finish off final phase of this fight with just Meliodas attacks. Which is a possibility as well. That's why Trader Melee on this is just so good, because you don't really have to rely too much on cycling through colors. That's why I think it's really important. So right there, we just use one Trader Meliodas single target. We move cards and we do that. And I think, like, off of looking at it, I thought it would kill. And then Matrona actually does get the kill there, which is exactly what I wanted her to do there. And yeah, and then we move into the final phase here, where I just drop Meliodas ultimate. I double single target with him, because it doesn't really apply. Or no, I do the ultimate and I cycle through the colors, I guess, right? Or no, okay, I reset there. So we do the single target with Melio. We do the double single target, and then we follow up with the I think it's Matrona ultimate. Yeah. So we do the AoE bop, 219k. We follow up with the single target, another 219k, and another 200k because we didn't crit one of the hits, but it was still enough to kill. And that is going to be the first floor of the deer. So moving into the second floor here, this is where it's going to get like really RNG dependent. I struggle a lot with the second floor a lot. I think the third floor for me took the longest just because of my card RNG. But we'll show you guys what I mean when we get into the second floor here on what buffs you need and what you need to do. But yeah, you know, obviously always prepping an Eikthyrnir ultimate for second phase and fourth phase is going to be very, very important. Like, I can't stress this enough. Like, having a 6/6 Eikthyrnir is like, it just makes your life so much easier. But lesser duped Eikthyrnir is still able to beat this, right? You don't have to completely worry about that. Yeah, he's going to double single target into Matrona there. We do tank, and having the Melasila shield, as you can see, we actually are tanking the AoEs that the boss is doing to us. So that's something to take into account, right? But yeah, you don't really have to worry about the ultimate on the deer on the first phase here. It doesn't do a lot of damage, like, and if you have a ton of Matrona, he'll hit your Matrona, and you know, you won't take a lot. But we actually do get the kill there, right? So he's gonna get the damage. That's the defense related stats down one, if I'm not mistaken, right? So all I do right there is I cycle through the colors, right? We do that. So we do blue, red, green as usual. And on phase 2 of a floor 2, the boss is gonna have fixed damage until you cycle through the colors. So after you, as you can see here, I'm doing only 1 damage. But now that I've cycled through the colors, and now that I have we've gone through that, I'm actually able to do the correct damage now to move on to the next stage. So I think here is kind of where I stall, because I don't have the Eikthyrnir card, as you guys can see. So we just set up the Melassila thing right there. We start moving cards because we want to clear up my hand as much as possible, to get an Eikthyrnir card here, because we don't have enough to cycle through the colors. But what I do here is I do a Matrona, and I do a Meliodas, and they both get frozen, but you want to make sure you have one character get frozen on that second turn, because when he does this attack right there and it misses, as you can see, if you don't get frozen by one of your characters, he's just gonna one-shot you completely. So make sure you don't follow the color cycle on the second turn of phase 2. First turn of phase 2, you want to follow the colors, but second turn you don't have to. So we get really lucky that we top deck an Eikthyrnir card, we do the Matrona card, we do the Melassila ultimate, and then Meliodas ultimate does finish it off to move on to the next phase of the deer there. So now that we're in phase 3, it's kind of just a phase where we build up our ultimates for the final phase, and hope we get the attack increase buff. But in this clip we do, because it is pre-recorded. But yeah, we do that. We do the single target with Meliodas. Pretty good damage. Again, try and push an Eikthyrnir ultimate. That's going to be very important, when trying to one-shot the final phase. And watch out for that card right there as well, because that's going to be a recovery seal. When he does that little ice attack, when it's on phase 3, it's actually going to seal your recovery. So you're not going to be able to heal as much as you expect, right? But yeah, right here, I was contemplating what I do, so I use the shield there with Melassila. I don't know, reset. And I'm thinking to use Eikthyrnir ultimate, but I decided not to. I don't think at the end of the day. Yeah, we just follow up with Meliodas cards. Yeah, we just push a Meliodas ultimate, as I thought. So we reset the shield there. We do the Meliodas single target. Not gonna do a lot of damage because we lost a lot of our buffs, but we are doing some pretty good chip damage there. But yeah, so the boss loses his big HP buff, and having the shield protected us from getting, I think it's alt sealed there. I think that is alt sealed. Yeah, it's gonna be recovery related sealed right there. So what we do is we just start going through my cards there, and we drop Meliodas ultimate to kind of push push the damage on the boss as well. Yeah, we take his gauge, drop Meliodas ultimate. Gonna be 197k. We single target into him, and we're very close to moving on to the next phase there. And as you guys can see, I saved the Eikthyrnir ultimate the entire time because it's gonna be very important on the final phase when we one shot. But yeah, we actually got really lucky there, top decking a Matrona card right there, man. Actually, 2 cracked. But you definitely want to have one of each color going into the 4th phase as well, because you're gonna have to cycle through. So remember, that's gonna be very important. But we single target with Eikthyrnir there. We get the kill. And we move on to the final phase of stage 2, and we do get the attack increase buff, as you do want to get, right, as I talked about earlier in the video. So you do the single target with Eikthyrnir, you do the red and then green, and then alt with Eikthyrnir. So that's what I did. I followed up with the ultimate on Eikthyrnir there, and we do a good chunk of damage right there. So we do that. It's gonna do about 200k there, and Eikthyrnir is gonna do like 400k just because he has the double hit on his ultimate right there, which is really strong. So yeah, right here we literally just do the color cycle as well again, I think, and then I just attack with Meliodas, if I'm not mistaken. So we do red, and then we do a Meliodas attack, and then we just follow up with Eikthyrnir and try and get the kill. Yeah, I think that's exactly what I did actually. Yeah, so shielding up, we attack with Matrona there. We've single target with Meliodas, and we actually get the kill, finishing off floor 2 of the deer. So now we move into floor 3, and floor 3 is going to be pretty annoying. I will say though, it's not as bad technically as the other floors, because you already have done all your RNG for passive wise. Now it's just about getting the clear, because you already have all the correct passes, and now you got to move into the final phase or the final stage here and get the clear done. This is always the hardest part, man. Always the hardest part. So yeah, so always the turn 1 I always like to go for is the shield and the taunt on Melassila there with Matrona, because we want to make ourselves protected, because as you're gonna see here soon, he's gonna be doing a lot of damage to us, and it's gonna be very annoying. And it's crazy too, because I have this clip at 1.5 times speed, but this whole segment of this fight takes about I I think it's like 10 minutes alone, which is absolutely insane, bro. 10 minutes on just this fight. Kind of crazy. So, yeah, I think I'm just like contemplating what I do there, but we shield up with Melasila. I think we go for the gauge reduction there, so we make sure he doesn't get his ultimate. We just double AoE with Meliodas there. Unfortunately, we couldn't get a damage reduction stack, but it is fine. As we do get the pretty good chip damage right there, right? Pretty good. And then we get a bunch of Eikthyrnir cards, which is really good, because then I can push an Eikthyrnir ultimate for the second phase, which is always very beneficial, right? Always going to be something very important to do. So I think right here I go for one of them, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, okay, I go for an Eikthyrnir card. I'm trying to think here. Yeah, no, we reset. We do the Eikthyrnir card. No, yeah, so I go for the Meliodas. I do the merge, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we move that, and then we do that. Yeah, exactly. So we do double Eikthyrnir, basically, and then we move the card to get the ultimate, and then we attack with Meliodas. So we have Eikthyrnir ultimate going into the next phase, and we're actually able to do big damage. So let's see exactly what I do here. We have to cycle through the colors, but we start with the Eikthyrnir ultimate, which is a little bit annoying. So I think what I do with the first card is we actually just do the Eikthyrnir ultimate, and then we cycle through the colors. So we do have the colors available. But we might actually stall. I'm not too sure. Yeah, so, okay, we actually do stall, and we use Trader Melly here to do a little bit of chip damage from the jump. So yeah, that's 282k right there, and we don't have to cycle through colors yet because we're not at the cycling colors. But right now is where we're gonna have to cycle colors for sure, because if we don't, we're definitely gonna die here. So he's gonna do his AoE. He does a single target. There we go. And then right here, before he gets that buff, by the way, you want to kill him as fast as possible. Because if you don't kill him before he gets that buff, he's basically going to cycle. He's going to start cycling through colors. And it's going to get very annoying because he's going to be at fixed damage and only taking increased damage dealt from a specific typing. You don't want to get to that part of the fight. You honestly just want to get him out of the way and just kill him. So having all my ultimates there was really nice because I was able to just clear the phase. And I don't have to worry about all the, annoyances of that phase. So yeah. Now we want to build up a Meliodas rank 3 for final phase, because you guys will see it's very important to have a Meliodas rank 3 single target. So try starting to save it from phase 3 and onwards. I think that's kind of when you're going to want to start saving it. As you can see, I don't try and use any of my amplifies on Meliodas because I know how important they can be on the final phase, which you guys will see. But yeah. Always try and save Meliodas rank 3 amplify for final phase. We do get a really good merge there, which is nice. So we're already at a rank 2, and we still need to get rank 3 though. So we are about 2 rank 1 cards away, but it's fine. We at this point we're just gonna start pushing through with the Eikthyrnir cards, if I'm not mistaken. So we kind of just use those. Because I know we gotta save the Meliodas cards. So we start, we just do that. The Eikthyrnir card, and I think I just reset there. Or no, we just move. Okay, we move Eikthyrnir cards, yeah. Because we want to also have one of each card when going into the final phase for cycling through, because that's going to be really important as well. You don't want to have, you don't want to go into the final phase on RNG. Try and bring one of each card so you can cycle through the colors easily on the final phase. That's probably, like, honestly, that's the most annoying part of this entire thing, I think, for me. But we got so lucky right there. If you guys saw, we got a rank 3 merger just naturally, so I was able to actually use my rank 2 that I was holding on to, and we actually can, kind of clear as fast as possible, right? Which I think was really lucky of me. So, yeah, I'm resetting there. We got the shield up. And then we move Eikthyrnir. I was thinking of moving Eikthyrnir card just to push his ultimate. But the problem is, like, I push his ultimate right, and I don't get, Matrona card. So I decided, no, let's not do that. Let's try and get the Matrona card. So let's just, sack a Meliodas card right there, and we won't get Eikthyrnir card. We won't get Eikthyrnir ultimate to take up a card slot, and we'll try and get a Matrona card first. So we don't get a Matrona card, unfortunately. But I do know that my Meliodas ultimate will do a lot of damage. And since he did get the buffs, having Meliodas ultimate is going to be really good there too, because we can remove it instantly, which I think is very, very beneficial. So right there, we do that. And I probably could have just merged that for Matrona there. So that was probably a mistake on my half. But yeah, it was fine. We don't get the kill. He's super low. And we have all our stuff prepped for the final phase here for exactly what we're going to do, right? And I think at this point, we kind of know what we're going to go for, right? So we're just gonna You know, let Matrona take some damage there. Unfortunately, our card gets deleted, but we do top deck a Matrona card right there. Look at that. I'll actually godly for that. But yeah, we start using our cards there, and I decide to just completely stop my card selection there because we have everything we need. We have the rank 3 Meliodas. We have a Eikthyrnir ultimate, a Melasula ultimate going into the final phase. I think it was really good that we kind of had that set up. But yeah, and then right here is where we have to cycle through the colors again because we're at fixed damage. So first turn, always just cycle through your colors, right? And then once you cycle through your colors, you can start doing damage after that. So I like to cycle through all the colors, and then I ask in our ults to make sure we do some big damage there and kind of chip his health down as much as possible. Because you guys will see soon we're going to have to do the Meliodas single target and finish off the fight. So we do all three, we rotate all three colors, and then Eikthyrnir is able to deal damage, and we do 563k damage because he's 6 out of 6, man. So strong. So it's really, really good. Yeah, he's gonna go for the AoE there. That's going to be gauge reduction. So luckily we had the shield that Melasula did not lose her ultimate, which I think was very important. But I checked to see how much HP the boss is at, and he's at 375k left over. So I decide to Melasula ult. I decide to AoE with Meliodas, and we go for the rank 3 to finish off the fight there. So if you guys don't know, the reason why I saved the Meliodas rank 3 for the final part is because you want to make sure you kill the deer while he has, I'm going to pause the clip. You want to make sure you kill the deer while he has about, I think it's like 25% HP, because if you don't kill him and he has less than 25% HP, he's gonna full heal, and you're gonna have to do that all over again, and you don't want to do that. At that point it's a reset, so you don't want to do that. Just make sure you get the kill and have a rank 3 Meliodas there, and I think that's gonna be super important when you're actually clearing the deer. So one more thing I wanted to add around this part in the video, where the boss is like super low and around like 25% HP, if you don't get the kill and you feel you can with the card hand you have, reset your game instantly and load back in, because that can still save your run. If you reset like mid attack animation and you see how much damage you've done, like once you've done like your amplify card, and let's say you get him to like 1% HP, 10%, whatever, like that range, reset your game instantly, do a different card setup, like try a different card exchange, right? And see if you can kill the boss with that. And if none of your like card setups work trying to kill the boss, then at that point it's a reset. But that's going to be a good way to kind of help you guys make sure you get the kill on the final phase of the deer, because it is you know, really annoying to get there. So making sure you kill with the rank 3 amplify is going to be very important. So yeah, just wanted to add that in, and then yeah, that's going to be basically the end of the video there, and then I have my outro. Anyway, KW. Yeah, that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below. And I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a great rest of your day.